#1 wedding review show in Africa. My name is Chioma Chioma Goodhair, and I am your host. Joining with me today we have Vennesa and Woody, who you're familiar with, our fashion entrepreneur and TV personality. So amazing to have you back, Vennesa. How are you doing? Very well, thank you. Also joining us today we have Ogechi Ukanu. I hope I said it right. AKA Caramel Plug, the biggest influencer on social media. I mean, period. I mean, it's what it is. So how is it being a social media influencer? Tell us how. Pushing through. Yeah. We always in the least for something or the other.
I mean, you just have to be there.
Yeah. Do you feel like you do things to ensure that you're in the least, or does it just happen? Even if I'm not doing what you have to be. Everyone is so interested in your life. It must be amazing. Okay, also joining us today we have event planner Sharon, who's also a women empowerment entrepreneur. Amazing. Thank you for joining us. So today, guys, we're going to be going back to Prudent and Peterson's wedding. So guys, this week we're going to be reviewing the traditional and white wedding of Prudent and Peterson. We have so many guests to get through. So I think we should just dive straight into it and look at the couple and let's judge their outfits. Alright guys, obviously this is such a big wedding. So many guests, there's a lot of stuff to get through today. So I think we should just start diving into it. Let's get through that and then move into that. So let's start with the traditional wedding. I believe they had 3 different looks and this is the first look. What do you think about this look, guys? Wow.
So I think that I like this.
Okay.
I think that's because this is dark skin, so maybe soaking in all the copper color. I don't know.
Okay. That's a fair enough analysis. I don't know. And go on, tell us.
I didn't like her makeup.
Okay.
I honestly think that her makeup could have been better. And I was going to say who laid her hair, but then not a bad one. The wedding was not in Lagos, so let's assume
Oh,
that
where
we
was
couldn't
it?
get a very good.
I thought it was
I
in
think
Lagos.
it was in Uyo or somewhere. I don't know where she's from again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's assume that we couldn't get it
But
very
I
good.
do feel like they're like really talented makeup artists and hairstylists all over Nigeria. I mean, you could always fly someone in. So I don't really think that destination should be an excuse for like not putting it together. But I mean, what do you think about this particular look, Caramel?
A different style would have killed this material. Like this material would have gone like really, really good with
She's
a different
gospel
style.
singer's wife.
Oh,
All covered up and all.
Yeah,
do you think
no, for
so?
sure.
But she's a fashion designer.
But then, if you actually follow Prudent, you would know that Prudent is prudent.
Right.
Like she's always like covered up, which is more of my
and I
style.
like that.
I'm always
Yeah.
covered up. So I don't have a problem with the style. It's just the fabric. I love the fabric, but the color.
You think it's too dull for her complexion?
Yes, I think it would have been better on a light-skinned person.
Okay,
No, like,
okay.
I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with like the design, but I just feel like another design would have been like
Right, so you didn't like the color, you didn't like the design. Vanessa,
I
what's your take?
If I'm being totally honest, yes.
Okay.
So we looked at her trad last year, so we already know that she's a modest bride.
I like
and I
that.
kind of expected these type
I
of
like
looks from her
that.
where it's all covered up and everything. So I think she does modest very well.
Yes.
The only thing that's wrong with this is it's not one of those fabrics that would photograph well. It's one of those fabrics that when you see it up close, it looks really nice.
Okay.
But because it's like light pastel, airy colors, it's not photographing well. So it's not looking like,
I agree.
it's looking like you should go brighter with the color. But I think it's nice.
I agree.
If you think of it from the fact that she's a very modest, subtle bride, I think it works. I think it suits her personality.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, I think I might have to agree with
do you
you
think?
on that. I feel like if that is her personality, then it's understandable why she's very covered up. In terms of the color, I do sort of see where Sharon's coming from
Yeah.
in the sense that it could have been a bit brighter, you know, and that would have really brought out the beautiful details of the fabric. Because I do think that the fabric is quite pretty. You can see like the details are very extensive. You know, the patterns are really nice. Probably cost a lot of money as well.
Yeah.
Style-wise, it's Prudent, you know, so it makes sense. But yeah, maybe just something brighter would have made it pop a little bit
I think
more.
maybe if the jury,
Yeah.
if we're talking about something that
Or-
makes
or-
it
or
come
maybe,
you know, maybe have
elevated
a
a bit
different
more. Yeah, if
contrast.
the jury was
Yeah.
a different color, then I
Would
think it would have
be
been
amazing.
elevated
A little bit more,
the
yeah.
fabric a bit more. But I really like it.
Yeah,
She
but all
looks
in all,
very
it's,
modest.
she
I like
looks
that.
elegant, I'll say. I think
Yeah.
it's
I like
quite
her
elegant,
modest,
right?
yeah.
Okay. The Groom. What do we think about about the groom's outfit. Vennesa, are you feeling it as much as you're feeling Prudence' first look?
Yes. So the thing is, I saw the picture of both of them together, and I think that both outfits complemented each other very well.
Right.
Same feedback with if I wish the jewelry was the
Like the
burnt
proper
orange,
colour.
like
Right.
the burnt orange thread
Yeah.
beads that we see often. I feel like that would have elevated his look as well.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing. I think he looks really nice. I like the little feather
Yeah,
in his
yeah,
hat,
yeah.
detail and stuff. I think it's really
So
nice.
weird because that's the only
like
thing I
it.
don't like. I like everything. Yeah, I love everything else. I love the structure. You know, I even kind of like the beads. Color would have been good, but I feel like they
Yeah.
wanted to be different, which is probably why they went for like a lighter color. You know, the skirt underneath, the stuff, everything. I think he looks absolutely dapper. I just don't understand what the feather's doing there.
So for me, I think that, you know, traditional weddings are also, colors are very symbolic. So maybe for, I don't know where they're
Their
from.
tribe.
So, but maybe for their culture, white
it means
is something.
something.
Yes.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why they didn't put
True,
on red and all
true.
of that. I don't know. And then I think this is literally his look as wherever he's from. This is what their grooms look like.
Yeah.
So that's why
With
they
the
have the
feather,
feather.
right, okay.
So,
Yeah.
but
Maybe,
I love his look.
maybe I would have preferred if the feather was a bit more demure or something. I don't know. It's just, it looks like they found an ostrich or a turkey and just...
I like this look a lot.
All right, so what do we think about their second traditional wedding look? Well, now she's got the orange beads like everyone's been asking for. So, Caramel, are we feeling this look?
I'm going first.
Yes.
To be honest, I like this. I'm not going to lie. I feel like it's something I could probably wear.
Okay.
You know, I like this a lot. I feel like the gele and everything is just complementing each other. And like the beads also, I don't really see anything wrong with it though. And also, I'm very detailed, you know, so I like the fact that her nails are not also dark. They're like bright colors, so they complement the dress as well. And like the shimmery, I don't know what you call that, the
Like the
shiny
sequin,
thing,
yeah.
the sequence there, it's like really good too.
What do you think about the corals, Vennesa? Do you feel like the corals go with this outfit or would you swap it?
I was waiting
the
for you
other?
to ask me this. I'll swap it,
You'll
if I'm
swap
being
it.
honest. Yeah, so I really like this look. I think this is one of my favorite ones. I haven't seen all the rest, but when I saw this online, I was like, ooh, this is gorgeous. First of all, she's a gorgeous girl. I love when I see the Idoma, because it's always black and red, but I like how they interpret it in the different styles and stuff like that. I feel like the beads, she could have gone without with this
she could
particular
have
look
gone
because
with like a
because it's
shorter
the...
one.
No, because it's already
It's a
sort of like a
turtleneck,
high neck
yeah.
waistline, so you don't need the accessories. It's a bit too long and a little distracting from the dress because the dress is fantastic.
Really?
So yeah, so I wish she did
had
with
done
that,
without
or if she did the shorter ones because they have
Yeah,
the ones
shorter
that are
ones are just what,
yeah,
'cause
you
she
can have
can't
the
do
shorter
without
ones
the
that
beads.
that could actually
Because if you
sit
look at
better.
them, they had like
But Sharon,
different
when
layers.
you say shorter, do you mean shorter with the coral beads or do you mean shorter
Yeah,
like
shorter
a
with the
diamond
coral beads.
necklace? Or...
Yeah.
Because if you look at them, it has like 3 layers, right?
Right.
If you look at the one inside, it's shorter.
That stops just about
And
there.
then
That
maybe
works.
because I'm an event planner and I like really pick out these things,
Yeah.
there is a coral bead that is chunky,
Yes.
right? And it's just shorter, so she could have worn that.
That one, yeah.
And it would have just stayed. And I'm sorry, guys, I know that I personally be dragged for this, but I wish her gele didn't have to go backwards.
Right.
Like, I think that her hairline was showing too much.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I think that it would have
Like, do
just...
you mean like in the middle?
Yes, like it was just way too...
Okay.
But then that could have happened to anyone. Maybe before pictures and all of that, it just moved back a bit. So
I mean, it looks like it was intentional because you know, geles are so tight. I can't imagine that it would have just
Yeah.
slid back. So maybe she
I think it
would
was very
maybe she
intentional.
wanted all that hair showing. But I mean, obviously, personal preference.
I like it.
Yeah, I think she looks
I do
decent.
too.
What about her husband?
Love, absolutely love.
I honestly think that he killed all his outfits.
I
He
really
looks good.
really like this one.
Yeah.
I really
Looks
liked his
good.
outfits. I wish you could show the picture of both of them together because the
Together.
outfits complemented each other very well. And like I said, I really like the combination of the black and the red. It's such a strong color, and then the fabric that they used as well with the stripes and
Do you
stuff.
prefer that he
It's
used
really
a
nice.
black necklace as opposed to the corals, or would you have rather
To be
he
honest, it
matched with
doesn't
the
really
corals?
matter for this particular look. It actually doesn't really matter, which is why I didn't want her wearing the orange.
Right.
Because that's the only thing I would have taken out of her outfits and then put two of them together, and it's perfect.
I honestly love his black
Yeah.
coral beads.
But I like the
I
black.
love the black
And
corals.
it's not plain, it's
beautiful. I
shiny.
love it.
It's really nice.
I love it, and I think that the
really
black
love
shiny
it.
corals complement, you know,
Yes.
her
Do
shiny,
you know what?
the shiny part of her
Exactly.
dress, and you know,
love it.
even like the pattern. I don't know what's going on. It's like
the butterfly looking
The
pattern. That
embroidery
just looks,
thing, yeah.
it's so
Everything.
detailed and so like well thought. I think that he looks really, really dapper. Caramel, do you agree?
Good. Even his smile.
I agree, but there's something that's like throwing me off about this outfit, and that's his wristwatch.
Oh.
I'm very detailed.
You're very, very detailed.
I'm very detailed, so I don't like how it's like hanging, like
Yes.
it's hanging off his wrist. I feel
Oh,
like
wow.
it's your wedding, so it should be like firm, because
Maybe
like
smaller.
not
I
even
think it was
smaller,
just
but like it should be
big.
firm on your wrist, not like it looks like it's about to fall off. So like,
I prefer the
yeah.
smaller wristwatch anyway.
I think
I
some
mean,
maybe flatter.
I don't mind the wristwatch. I just prefer
can
if
we
it was
zoom in on the
firm.
watch actually?
It was just firm on his wrist.
You're very attentive because I didn't
Yeah.
even see that.
Okay, I will look
I didn't see that. I was
because
so...
even like the background of this picture, I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't love the background,
Yeah.
but
Why?
It's
it's distracting.
It's distracting, yeah.
Yeah. Should we see what the third outfit looks like?
oh, such a cute video. You see the background is so bright now. It's like
Yeah, and then I get the wristwatch thing
Mm-hmm.
now.
stop.
Now that you draw attention
Is
to
this the
it.
third look?
Yes.
This is the third look.
Yes.
So again with the black and red.
Okay, so I guess this is really like the Idoma vibe. So
Yep.
I guess they're really getting into that. She's got the same gele on and the same epaulet on.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming it's like a continuation of the last outfit, maybe just a different variation. So Sharon, do you think that this look was necessary? Do you like it? What are your thoughts?
I honestly think that this looks very Yoruba-ish, but in a very funny way. I prefer this than the other one.
Really?
Really?
And the reason why is because I feel like she paired this better. Her accessories, this just looks better with this accessory.
So Caramel, do you think that she should have done a different color for her third look, or do you think this eats?
I like the design of this, but I feel like it should have been a different like fabric somehow. You know, I really love the design on her. Like it's so good.
Really good.
It's so good, but like I just because she already had like a red and black fit,
fabric.
like,
Yeah.
Right.
So I feel like it should have been like
Something
I
different.
think,
Yeah.
I think
Different
I'm with,
color.
you know, I always say that you can have as many looks as you want. It's your wedding, do whatever you want. But I think that the three looks or the different looks you're going to have should be very distinct.
Yes, I think that Prudent is synonymous with elegance, and every single look that
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
worn has been
Yeah.
so demure.
Yep, I agree.
But I think that color-wise, it's just too similar to the other one.
To the
And for
other one,
such
yeah.
an intricate design, she should have showed it off a bit more by, maybe switching colors. But I mean, either way, she looks absolutely stunning.
She does.
What about her husband's look?
So does that mean that did he have it? Is this the third one?
Yeah, this is a different,
Yes.
this is
So
a
it's
different
different from
outfit.
that
This is
one.
a different embroidery
Remember
from
the
the
first
other
one
one.
had like the butterflies.
Yeah, that's a different embroidery from the other
I
one.
get
And
it
this
now.
is different.
True. So you see why the color thing? I honestly didn't.
You almost
I
couldn't
couldn't
tell it was a different look.
But he looks good.
Yeah.
He looks great.
I think he looks amazing.
I
Very
think
similar
so
to the
too.
last look, but
I like both
honestly,
looks.
he's popping. He
Actually,
really is
I
popping.
really like
Looks
both
good.
looks on
He's
him.
a good looking man.
Yeah, he's a good-looking guy. He's a gospel artist as well, which is fantastic. Because for me, I feel like people always segregate, certain professions and like certain ways that you look. Where if you're a church member or a pastor, or they expect you to look, boring. And I don't agree with that. And we've even had this watch, this watch. We've had brides and grooms where we've not been very happy with sort of like their ensemble because they're in the gospel world. But seeing him looking so dapper, so shiny, so swaggerlicious, and he's a gospel artist, honestly, I rate that. Like, good on you, Peterson.
Yeah.
Well done. I think it's safe to say that they ate all their looks, all their traditional looks.
Yeah.
They killed
Yeah.
it. They
Yeah.
looked amazing.
Yeah.
And very much so like in sync with each other, which I
Yeah.
think is so
Oh, yes.
important for couples. Should we have a look at their white wedding looks? So Prudent and Peterson actually had 4 white wedding looks. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 entire looks. Now this dress actually was made by Prudent herself, guys. So I don't know if that gives extra credits, but I mean, what do you think about the dress, Sharon?
Okay.
What was that laugh?
Because you called me first. So Prudence is really beautiful, but I don't like the dress. I'm sorry. I think that it's very cliche. And honestly, I'm not saying this, but Prudence is very creative. I follow her, and I can tell that she's very creative with like white dresses, or what do I call it? English dresses.
Okay.
But this one, I don't know, I was a bit disappointed.
Okay,
I
so
expected something more. And then I don't know, I just think that the lace is not for her skin tone. There's just something about it that I don't like.
okay, but at least are you happy with the makeup this time around?
No, I'm not.
Really?
Yeah, okay, so I had to check who her makeup artist was, and her makeup artist was someone, or rather is someone that I really love her makeup. So I was surprised. I was like, oh, this person's makeup is really good, like very good. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it was just the camera or the videographers that were not getting everything right. I don't know, but this look wasn't it for me.
Okay, though that's fair enough. Caramel,
I
do you agree?
generally, you know what, I don't really agree, but I can see that this look took a lot of effort because it's beaded to the T. Like the entire look is like, it took a lot of like beading to like get all, yeah, right?
Okay.
Or no? What does that
I'm
mean?
not sure if that's
think
beads
beaded.
or
It's
lace.
not?
I think that's just lace.
It's just lace?
Yeah,
it's
it's lace,
just
it's not
It
beads.
doesn't-
Oh,
It's not
are you
beaded.
sure?
Yes.
Because I thought it was like beaded and like, you know, like...
No,
Oh,
it's
so
just,
that's
it's just
why
the
you're
lace
saying
detailing.
it's so cliche.
Yeah.
Guys, I think it's beaded.
I mean, it does look like beads, but I think that
Yeah.
sometimes the material does come
Just comes
already
beaded.
Yeah.
beaded like that.
But I think this is beaded, and it's not bad. I think she was going for something simple, nothing too serious, too dramatic here. So
Right.
yeah,
Okay.
it's not that bad.
Vanessa,
It's not bad.
thoughts?
So the thing is, remember when we're looking at the trad looks, I said I predicted a high neck and then lace details and stuff. So I wasn't surprised when I saw this look at all. I personally love it because my style is very minimalist and stuff. So I'm not expecting over the top. And because we had already looked at her trad looks, I kind of expected her to do something very simple. The only thing that I would say I didn't really like about the dress was the back. I don't think the net thing in the back, the tail, was needed. I wish she just did that with her veil and then just kept the dress just the same lace fabric all through. Because it kind of looks it looks like an afterthought, kind of. I don't really understand why it's there. It photographs well, but when you see the picture of the videos and stuff, you're just like, okay, that could easily have been represented with a veil on
Right,
her head,
right.
yeah, and then just keep the dress
and I
with the
think-
lace detail all through.
I have to agree with you. I absolutely, sorry Sharon, but I
Yes,
absolutely
I would wear this dress.
I love it.
I would wear this
When I
dress.
saw this online, I was like, give me
Yes.
this dress. Check, I
Yes,
saved it immediately.
exactly.
I saved it wedding, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, listen, I love it.
Yeah.
I do not like the tail at the back.
Yeah.
I think it was so unnecessary, and I think
Yes.
it took away from the outfit.
Yeah.
Especially because you have the lace thing going on, her skin tone. I think her skin tone matches perfectly as well.
Yeah.
Because most times you could see the lace and then you could see the skin, but with
Yeah.
this, I feel like she chose something that was, very similar to her actual skin tone. The lacing, I love the little cutout detail on the sleeve. That's
Yeah.
giving sexy.
Yep.
It was giving
Even
body.
on the sides, just the way the lace was
You
placed
know,
on the
yeah,
sides as well. I
I'm a
think it
lover
was
of like
absolutely
turtleneck.
gorgeous.
So I think for me, maybe I'm being biased because it's my style, but this was right up my street.
like
you know,
it.
I love that her hair was pulled back, no distractions.
yeah, yeah.
Earrings, subtle,
important.
everything
I
was
like
just.
that.
So, I can
Yeah.
literally wear this for my wedding. Honestly speaking, without the tail,
bouquet?
Same.
but just this as it is,
Yeah, maybe
or
without
maybe
the
for my
bouquet
second
too.
look or something. But I mean, I definitely want something lacy, sexy, cutouts. This is
Yeah.
just so my vibe. And her bouquet as well, I thought was so pretty because it wasn't doing too much. It just seemed so like clean
Yeah.
and demure. Like I said, she's synonymous with elegance. So I don't think I expected anything less. What about her husband? Do you think that he was matching her energy?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I like it.
Yeah.
I like that he didn't go black and he did the
Yes,
white
exactly.
tops and stuff
Yes.
and
Yeah.
with the bow tie and
I love
With
everything.
the
that
bow
he
tie
went
and the little detail.
The only thing I didn't, do you notice that in almost every photo of his, he's wearing glasses?
Yes.
I kind of wish I could do without.
I
Yeah,
was
like,
going to say that too. But the funny thing is that it fits.
It looks nice, so you
Yeah.
can't even
Really,
complain.
really
Yeah.
I
I
think
think
that
it's
is
just his
good.
swag. I feel like that's just
Yes.
his vibe. It's giving.
was
no, I'm not saying it's
I'm
bad. I'm just saying,
calm,
just an observation that
collected,
most of his
yeah.
looks, he did have
So
glasses
technically,
on.
we don't know what his eyes look like. Do we?
I think he took out his glasses at
He did?
point.
Eventually.
But,
Okay.
We're hoping at the wedding.
Hopefully, when you said I do,
Hopefully he took it off at the
wedding. But I mean, I think they both look amazing. Shall we have a look at
Yeah.
their second look?
Boom, my look.
Your look?
So the funny thing is that my style is her first outfit.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm always covered up. I don't like to show skin
Right.
and all of that. But for her, I think that she killed this look.
Okay.
I don't know, there's something about this look that made her look like I am getting married
Yeah.
to the love of my life.
Right.
So yeah, maybe because she's a designer, I didn't want cliche. And the
But
first
guess
one
what?
was just
But guess what? She made the first look, and this look was actually made by Vicky James
Yes.
under 24 hours.
So I'm not going to say that I don't appreciate Prudence. I love Prudence. I'm a big Prudence fan. I think that she kills all her outfits, but I'm sorry, this look is my look for her. The first look.
Well, then I guess it's the perks of having designer friends, eh? Caramel, what about you? What look did you prefer?
Genuinely, I feel like the second look is my look too because
Okay.
I'm a flower girl. I like flowers and I like the flower detailing on the corset of the dress. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Vanessa,
Amazing.
do you prefer that one?
I,
This one to that one?
personally, I still prefer the first one, but I think both looks were fantastic. I think she looks really nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
the second one does look more like I'm the bride.
Yeah, I'm the bride.
And then the first
Yeah.
one, the one I like, looks more
Yeah.
like maybe like your second type look or your
Like
after party
reception
look,
dress.
reception look.
Yeah.
So I can see why you guys would say that this is more your speed, but for me personally, I prefer the first one.
Same here.
Yeah.
Exactly that. It's just so sexy.
Yeah.
The first one was so sexy. This is
Yeah.
beautiful because obviously, like, it's giving I'm the bride and it's very fairy tale like. And
Yeah.
obviously now it's
Yeah.
got the big,
Yeah.
Cinderella vibe
Yeah.
going on. And it is pretty. It does remind me of Vicky's wedding dress a little bit, with the details and the lace and all of
True,
that. It is very
true.
similar. But I mean, it's quite pretty. But I think the first outfit is just so sexy. That's me. All right, should we have a look at her reception look?
I think she made this.
Okay.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
It's not a bad dress. I could see where she was going with this dress.
Where was she going?
I just wanted to show her creativity, with the whole the top, everything going on here. I feel like this is something a guest would wear,
Even as a guess.
I'm sorry, Sharon.
But it's not bad.
Sharon,
but
don't worry, speak up, speak
No,
up.
but like even as a guest, right? I get the whole 3D flowery
But it's not bad. It's
for your wedding.
no,
Caramel.
no, not my wedding, but it's not bad.
And like your wedding reception dress. Really?
But
girl?
stop now. Stop it.
Okay, so
Stop it.
I said this severally. I love Prudent, right? But I don't know, maybe I expected too much. And maybe that's why they always say do not have too much, or rather do not expect too much. This wasn't it for me. The fabric, the corsets, bodies, the color in it, like inside, I don't know if that's brown or nude.
Right.
Yeah, it's like brown.
And then at first when I looked at it, I wanted to say, okay, are we going like beachy cowries? And then I found out that, that was like flowers on the corsets, not cowries. I don't know. It's just not giving what it was supposed to give. And I cannot see what Caramel is seeing.
Stop now.
Because you said you were seeing where she was headed.
Maybe she wanted to just show she's very creative.
She's actually
with
creative,
the-
but not with
So I
this.
think for me,
But the detailing
this,
on the skirt though.
this particular look,
Did she overcreate or?
no, I think so remember, again, we did talk about this in the trad, and there is pressure when you're a fashion designer to show up. And that's why she's a bit like underwhelmed by this look, because you're a fashion designer, you've put people in gorgeous dresses, you can't kind of show up like this.
Yeah.
What I don't like about this dress is it feels a bit unfinished. It feels like it's missing so much, like the detailing and maybe the sleeve, the top, even the choice of
Jewelry.
fabric and the colors and everything. It doesn't all sort of come together. So it feels rushed. It feels like, oh, you know what, let me just throw something on. And as a fashion designer, I don't know that this is the thing that you just quickly throw on.
But she did say that, she had cancelled the wedding.
No,
So
but I
maybe-
mean, even if she
No, I
cancelled
mean,
the wedding, that was
regardless, we've
that
seen
was
dresses
closer to the
made
time.
within
Yeah.
I mean,
a day
the wedding
or
dress
two.
was made in a day.
Yeah, we've seen dresses made within a day or two and stuff. So
Yeah,
I wasn't quite sure what the vision
I
was
have
with
to
this,
agree
with this
with you
one.
in
Yeah.
terms of it looking unfinished. And I think that's the first thing that I thought. I was like, where's the rest of it? Especially the middle part.
And I hate that I can see the
I
corset.
don't like that I can see the
Yeah,
corset.
I hate that I can
think
see that.
I think
I don't
it's like one of our
understand.
best kept secrets as women. Like
Do you know what I'm
the
saying?
corset is that we're not supposed to
Like,
see. The men can't know that
Let
there's
men
something.
think that all women have
Do you know
six
what I
waist.
mean? Let
Just
the
like
people
the-
born this way. I work out like this, even though we did it.
Yeah, no.
I
I
don't
see
like
what you mean.
I don't like
Yeah.
this dress. I also think that the bottom doesn't marry with the top. I feel like it's like two different
Yeah.
things going on. I could have done with either or. So she continued what was going on at the top and like finished
I just
with all
went
of
like
that with the
gold
brown
and-
and
yeah, just
gold
do like
and the,
gold and-
that could have been a look. If she
and
did
ivory,
the
that
floor
would have been
from the
better,
bottom and
yeah.
it went all the way up some parts of the sleeves,
Yeah.
that could have been a look. But it was just like this, that put together, and it doesn't work for me.
Well, thank God, at least her hair was packed. So that's it.
What would have been the alternative?
No, because if she had pulled down the hair, I'd be like, girl, no.
Okay,
But,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we think about this second look for her reception?
I think Vicky made this because
Okay.
I remember someone, like, I think she tagged Vicky for the pink outfit.
Okay.
And not bad.
Okay. Karma, would you wear this to your wedding?
No, you know, my style is very different. It's just very, very different. But this I wouldn't wear for my wedding, and I don't think it's bad. I think the color like suits her skin.
Yeah.
The color's like this is a nice color for her skin. I want to see the
sides.
the sides properly because I could see a whole.
Because what if there's a bow in front
or
or
like
like
a
a
heart.
flower?
Yeah.
Vanessa, what are your thoughts on this outfit?
So, I mean, this one compared to the other one, I definitely prefer this. I can't tell if this is fuchsia pink or wine because of the
think it's
moonlight and
pink.
stuff. Yes, I can't really tell what the color is, but I actually really like this. I like the detailing in the neckline. I think it's cute. I think it's pretty.
Yeah, I think
Looks
that's
nice.
I think that Prudent actually loves to look simple.
Yeah.
I think that's just her
Yeah,
style.
that's her style.
And I think that, you know, that obviously was evident in every single outfit that she wore. I think this looks really pretty. It's sort of like giving me like award show vibes, kind
Yeah.
of, more so than wedding reception. Do I love the dress? Yes. Can I wear it? Yes. Would I wear it on my wedding day? No. But is it a beautiful, stunning dress? Absolutely.
It is.
Yeah.
I think that's just
I love
that's
the
just
colour.
it. So guys, are we ready for the guests? So stay tuned and do not touch that dial because once we come back from the break, we are going to be looking at the 200 Ashrabi girls of Prudent and Peterson's wedding. Stay tuned.